Hi Scorpio Moons, this is your video. Okay, Scorpio, you know we got to get into it. This one's going to be a little heavy, but you guys are Scorpio Moons, so you already know you deal with this energy a lot. If you guys don't know your moon placement, okay, go to astro.com or something similar and get your birth date, birth location, and birth time, which is really, really important. Go ask somebody in your family. Somebody knows around when you was born, you know, like a phone call was made or a text or something. And this makes your birth chart literally the most accurate. It is your life, nobody else's life but yours, okay? So that's why you need the time in your chart. Super, super important. And like I said, people always ask me, what if I don't know my time? First question why they're taking it away. And I can tell you guys this because y'all are Scorpio Moon, so research is your thing. So that's one, boom. Two, just ask somebody in your family. Somebody knows. Somebody does know. All right, boom. All right, now, when we're talking about the moon sign, we're talking about how you are either nourished or malnourished in your life. The moon is ruled by Cancer. Cancer is your mother or the mother figure. This has nothing to do with the sex or gender. This has everything to do with energy, okay? And this is why I love astrology, because again, it once again proves that sexuality is just energetic. It's just energy, all right? And with Scorpio Moon, you guys definitely need to know this because this will explain a lot to you. All right, with the moon sign, it's your either, you know, what your emotional space is, your heart space, your insides, where you go to recover, where you go when things are getting hard, you know, what your boyfriend, girlfriend sees, hopefully, what your, you know, the closest people in your life really see from you. When you allow yourself to cry and to yell and to be enraged, that's your moon. Your moon is your raw passion. It's your literally your subconscious, okay? And it's where in the nighttime when we bring things to light, that's what the subconscious to consciousness, okay? That's what we do, bring dark into light. And all of this is gonna make sense for my baby Scorpios, okay? Because I'm a Scorpio and I have plenty of planets in Scorpio. I have about 5 of them, all right? So I feel this energy very heavily. However, I don't have a Scorpio moon. And what I'm gonna say about this is Scorpio Moon is at the end of the day, any placements in Scorpio is about malnourishment. All right, there's a secrecy behind that. There's intensity and passion. So Scorpio is about death, rebirth, sex. It's about transformation. It's about transmuting hate into love or love into hate. It's about power. Okay, it's about power, baby, and honestly, high sexual power. And what that really means, because sexual power is creative energy. It's a creative force, okay? You could be changed, you could be harmed, traumatized, or you could be healed through sex, all right? Now, Scorpio, together with the moon sign, all right? That's malnourishment. That's malnourishment, period. There's no other way to explain this. Now, it's not that there wasn't a good relationship, that you didn't have good relationships, but there was some kind of passion missing, some intensity missing from your end, not being recognized and being seen by other people, places, and things outside of your existence. Moon in Scorpio. Okay, first of all, this is 2 water signs put together. All right, this is double water. This makes you watery, so this is gonna. Period. Scorpio moons, don't let them fool you. They are the most sensitive people. The most sensitive. Almost as sensitive as Pisces moon. They are the most sensitive. But Scorpio moon is very sensitive. They're very psychic and empathic, okay? Because Scorpio deals with merging with other people's energy. It's about when you have sex, yes, you can have it by yourself, but Scorpio is sex with someone else, all right? Because Taurus is more about is about masturbation, about self-sex. Scorpio is about sex with somebody else. It's about bringing 2 energies, merging them together. So any planets in Scorpio means that there was some type of power struggle. Okay, your mother figure was very powerful, very controlling, all right, very secretive, extremely overly protective, all right? This is Cancer, but on another level. This is on another octave, all right? Because when it goes into Pisces, then everything is lost. So when we think about Scorpio energy, it's Mars and Pluto, right? These are the planets that rule it. Mars is about poignant passion, raw aggression, anger, violence. It's rage, blood, warfare. Mars is the only planet that does its own orbit. It's about independence. It's about your libido. Okay, this is what makes Moon and Scorpio people so sexual. And it doesn't necessarily mean that they are sexual themselves, because especially if it's a repressed sexuality and you have Saturn there doing something to it, you have Saturn squaring, you know what I'm saying? You might be fighting sexual urges. You might have Saturn conjunct your moon. That means you don't feel like you're allowed to express yourself sexually. But people with Moon and Scorpio have magnetic sexual presence, period. And this is really important to know, especially if you have young children, okay? Because Scorpio is about triggering. It's about traumas. It's the crisis house. It's the house that you go into before you even get enlightened in spirituality. The eighth house. The eighth house is about death. It's about ego death. So these people go through traumatic things. Scorpio Moon, that means there was a huge loss, huge grief that you were just not able to even digest. You weren't able to move on from that, okay? That trauma still sits with you to this day. If Moon is sitting in, you know, the 8th house or the 12th house, that's sexual deviancy, all right? That's molestation, rape. This is what Scorpio Moons have to deal with. They have to deal with abuse, trauma, being lied to, all right? Being repressed, not being able to express themselves at full capacity, not being able to have that self-empowerment with other people. There's a difference between being self-empowered and being an individual and being on your own. This is now, how am I empowered with other people? And this is why Scorpio energy can become, on the negative side, so maniacal, so obsessive, controlling, power hungry, okay? Because Scorpio is about power, but me with other people. Leo's about me. I got power on my own, baby. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm doing something with a team, where is my power at? How am I drawing in this power, or how am I giving it out? Scorpio Moon people deal with a lot of sexual thoughts, a lot of sexual energy, even when they're very young, because there was something that wasn't expressed. All right, there was just a loss, a grieving, traumatic event. All right, most times Scorpio Moons have experienced someone close to them dying, specifically their mother, all right, or their mother going to jail, or their mother being an alcoholic or something like this, or just being abused by their surroundings, by their parents, by their environment, things like that, okay? Because Scorpio does rule death. So you have to understand, when we're talking about a Scorpio Moon person, we're talking about somebody that has gone through things that we don't really understand, because Scorpio is a karmic placement. Now you have your emotions there. You have your insides. Now, next to karma, I know a Scorpio Moon person who literally was fostered, you know, lost one of their partners, and then lost one of their other brothers. These people deal with death all the time, and it doesn't necessarily even have to be outside of themselves, but it's within themselves. It's an internalized death. Anytime a Scorpio Moon goes through some type of gain or loss, that person changes, period. And if they're not aware of this, if you guys are not aware of this as a Scorpio Moon, you'll be drowned. You'll be drowned by this energy. But the thing is, the reason why you were given this in this lifetime is because you have the capability to heal other people. Scorpios can be very, you know, dramatic, very vengeful, very ruthless. They can be all these things because they understand what compassion, empathy, sensitivity, and real raw connection can actually manifest. So when we're dealing with a Scorpio Moon, we're dealing with somebody who has a lot of crazy emotions, okay? Emotions that they can't necessarily pinpoint. It's not that easy for them to really understand that the loss of their mother, or the relationship they have with their mother, literally carries on with them till this day. You know, especially if you have a Scorpio Moon man, he can be really, really vile towards women. And maybe it's because his mother used to get beat up by his father. So now he disrespects women because his mother never stood up for herself. So there was a loss of her power, okay? There was a loss of your mother's power in some kind of way. In some kind of way. So this is what makes it hard for Scorpio Moons to be intimate, to be vulnerable, because there's this volcano happening underneath, okay, that they haven't dealt with yet. And it is through relationships and events and traumas that they really have to heal themselves. You know, really, really must heal themselves. So dealing with the Scorpio Moon is very, very interesting. It's not an energy that is for everybody, and I can absolutely understand that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Scorpio sun with a bunch of planets in Scorpio, so I can understand that. But I know where my Scorpio moons are coming from, okay? These people will heal the hurt that we have. These people are connected to trauma, to crisis. In a way, but if we didn't, we wouldn't have doctors, EMTs, lawyers, people who come and jump down in the subway when a baby fell in. Those are our Scorpio moons. You know what I'm saying? These people put their lives on the line for you. That's why it's hard for them to commit. But when they're committed, they're fucking committed. Okay? But I think that's all I'm going to say about Scorpio Moon in this video. You Scorpio Moons, let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.